Well, I've never been in trouble with the law before. And, just one bad night kind of changed everything in my life. I was most worried about being, incarcerated for a lengthy period of time. Like I said, I've never been in trouble before. I didn't know how the system worked. And it was just, my mind was in a thousand different places at one time. I couldn't focus on what I was doing that day. All I could focus about was, hey, I got in trouble.
So robbery in South Carolina is a very broad term. It could mean strong arm robbery, it can mean armed robbery, it can mean purse snatching. There's lots of different variants of taking something from another person or attempting to take something from another person that through force or with firearms or something to that effect, that are charges that carry substantial prison time. And when somebody finds out that in a lot of these cases, you'll have something as simple as me and my buddies got in a fight with these guys and somebody took something from one of the guys after the fight was over. A lot of robberies also come down to people that know one another arguing over something, and somebody takes it, somebody doesn't take it, or there's a fight between them and then one side takes it, not the other. And when these things happen, you end up with what looks like a scrap between two people that disagree over something becoming a gigantic legal issue. When people are charged with charges like that, I hear often, I had no idea. I had no idea I could end up here. And you think on the surface, from a 30,000-foot view or from an outside view of somebody who doesn't work in the system, that guy's charged with robbery. What kind of horrible human being is he? So there's a lot of embarrassment. There's a lot of fear. And there's a lot of how in the world did we get here? The way that our team approaches it is we bring them in, we get in a conference room, we parse through the facts, we parse through the law, we talk to them about what the state has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt to convict them of the crime they've been charged with. We then tell them this is a long process. There's a discovery process. There's a potential trial preparation process. There are many things going on at one time. There's a lot of balls spinning at the same time. And if they will take that burden off of them, if they'll take that off and give it to us, let us work with the criminal charges, let us work with that part of it, then they will have the freedom to go get their life back together. I think chief among picking a criminal defense attorney is it's kind of a 1A and a 1B. 1A, find somebody that really knows what they're doing, that's handled hundreds or thousands of cases. I've handled enough of these cases over many, many years that it's rare for a legal issue to come into our office that me or my staff or my partners haven't run into before and have the ability to understand, apply the facts in the law, and move forward in an efficient manner. Second among those, the second most prominent thing to look for when picking your attorney, I believe, is someone who you can build a relationship with and who you trust quickly, or you believe you can trust throughout the process. If you come into my office and my staff meets with you and I meet with you and we sit down, if you don't think you can trust me in 30 minutes, go find somebody else, because I need you to understand, if you're in my office, that you can take that burden off and let me carry it. And if you can't trust me to carry it, if you feel uncomfortable with me carrying it, then you're a bad fit for me, or I'm a bad fit for you. We solve people's problems for a living. It's what we do. We solve complicated problems for a living. We need to be able to look square in each other's eyes and understand that we're having a conversation about things that have gravity, and that we are looking out for your best interest at every step of the way.
Got in touch with Scott and his team, and they made me feel not so alone. Feel like I had somebody on my side, which was really good, because I was pretty down on myself at the time. And Scott and his paralegal Nicole really helped me through it, answered every questions I had. Not only told me, they didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, they told me what I needed to hear, and that was big for me at that moment.
There's two things you can do when you're under the scrutiny of law enforcement or the system in general. Be quiet and call a lawyer. That's it. Be quiet and call a lawyer. That's all you gotta do in most situations. In most situations, you have to be quiet and call your lawyer. that's going to help you be in the best spot you can be in 90% of any run-ins that you have in law enforcement. You need a competent attorney. From the minute you think you might need one, you need a competent attorney to guide you through whatever hardship that's coming your way.
Very happy with the outcome that came. You know, I had to do a few things, you know, through the legal system, jump through the hoops that they, you know, mandated that I jump through, but I'm glad I did it and I came out better on the other side.